Welcome, my MGTOW brothers.
To know if your soul will.
We're on our way. First up to St. Joseph, Missouri, and then points farther south. I think back down to Laredo, if I remember right. Vacation is over. Open Sesame! Howdy, Rusty. Let me put a little something up there for you. Little something, something. Smurf! What's up, AKS? Let me get around this corner and I'll let you in. Howdy, Papa Smurf.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, my
Can
mic.
you hear me?
Oh yeah, doing good, doing good. Where are you at today?
Fantastic.
Where
I
are
am
you?
in soggy Kansas City.
Kansas City,
Very
Texas, or
soggy.
Kansas City, Kansas?
Kansas City, Kansas.
What are you hauling?
Right now I'm hauling air.
Air.
I
Oh,
just got, yeah, I just got off of some home time, and now I'm heading up to go pick up, I believe, some meat, but I'm not sure.
so did you just
I'm
drop off, or you got an empty trailer?
I got an empty trailer.
You want to pick up some meat, and then where are you headed?
Laredo, Texas.
Laredo. All right, probably hauling some beef, some Kansas City beef.
Well, St. Joseph, but yeah,
Yeah. All right.
which
Hadn't
is
seen you. Go ahead.
really close to KC.
Hadn't seen you on in a few days. Maybe you went home, or the weather's just been too bad.
Nope, I was at home doing some home time.
Yeah, it looked like it. Was that your dog that you had there with you?
Yeah, it's my parents' dog.
Does he travel with you, or does somebody take care of him while you're
No,
gone?
no, that's my parents' dog.
Aha. Oh, it all makes sense now.
She's a nice dog, but far too furry to be in a truck. She makes a she sheds a lot,
And what's her
but just
name?
an absolutely lovely animal. Her name is Penny.
Penny. That's right. Okay. I was thinking Pepper for some reason.
She is the sweetest little thing. Whoa!
What happened there? I didn't see it.
Looks like they had a three-car wreck and then just left it.
I didn't see it. I was just sitting back and just barely watching the screen.
Oh, let me turn it up bigger. Yeah, they had an ice storm here last night, but right now it's 40. So
It's turned to mush.
turned to mush.
Says AKS is going to be streaming tonight, hopefully, he says.
Yeah.
And Rusty Rivers was here and he said, yo. And nobody else was talking.
Nope.
So, how long are you going to be doing this truck driving job? You said you were going to do it so you could get some stuff for your land, your property. You're going to build something, or you needed to fill up your house with something. So, you're going to do this for quite some time or the foreseeable
About 5
future?
years. About 5
5 years.
years.
Something I wanted to ask you. You said that you had a daughter. Didn't you buy your daughter a house in Turkey?
Yes.
And was she affected by the earthquakes? Have you talked to her?
No. 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 She's luckily it's not in that part of the country.
That's good. That was the
They're
first thing I
they're in
thought.
Ankara, but her husband, who's a doctor, went down there.
Oh, to help?
Yep.
Yeah, it looked pretty devastating.
Oh
And
God.
they showed on TV where that one building just collapsed, and now they're
Oh, it's
showing.
more than one.
Well, they showed one building. Yeah, I'm sure there was more than one, but they showed one building that.
Hundreds.
Yeah, it looked like it looked like it was a miniature version of the Twin Towers there in New York at 9/11. I mean, it just came straight down, like it imploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
They used to make fun of when I was over there. They would always make fun. The guys that had been to America would make fun of us for our wooden houses. You need a strong house, a sturdy house like we've got. Well, a wooden house will sway around in that type of abuse,
That's right.
whereas a masonry house is going to crumble and collapse.
Yeah, they don't give too much, do they? They need to have that extra steel in there, and the larger buildings they put shock absorbers or something in the.
Yep.
They have a regular science that they apply to that stuff.
You know the Transamerica Tower in San Francisco, the looks like a really skinny pyramid.
I think I know which one you're talking
It's a
about. Yeah,
skyscraper.
yeah.
Well, that thing, the foundation of it, they have these cups full of frickin' grease, and the foundation sits in those cups and floats on that grease. So if it ever gets to rocking and rolling there, that thing will be able to ride it out.
Well, we'll see one of these days. Not going to help it much if the whole
Yeah.
coast drops off into the ocean, though. I don't know when that'll
Well,
happen
that's
or if it'll
true.
happen. Yeah, the San
Yeah.
and San Andreas fault line or whatever it is. Yeah, I've never been through an earthquake, even though they've had a few here in Texas. None of them have. I've never been through one. I've seen some
Well, I
fault
slept through three
lines.
of them. I didn't even
Slept through.
notice them.
Yeah,
I slept through them.
I've never been through anything like that. Really don't care to either. Been through a few hurricanes and tornadoes, and couple floods in the low-lying areas. My mother's house flooded, gosh, like 5 times since 1967. She's passed now, and that house belongs to somebody else. But nothing spectacular. I mean, about a foot of water in the house. That'll do a lot of damage. But other than that, I'm happy to say that I haven't really been through anything drastic.
Good. I've been through a typhoon when I was in the Navy. That was interesting.
What did you do in the Navy again? You were a computer.
I was electronics warfare.
You were what now?
Electronics warfare.
Ah, that's what it was. Electronics warfare. Well, I'm sure that involves a lot of computers and crap. You ever get to shoot anything good? Fire off any rockets?
I wasn't the weapons officer. I didn't do the shooting, but I was there when they did. Although I could, I can fry seagulls with my search radar.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know they would do that, but it stands to reason that you could. Yeah.
I hate seagulls.
How come? Why?
Well, when I'd be out standing my watch on the pier, right, the seagulls would dive into San Francisco Bay, which is where our ship was based out of, and they'd fly down and grab themselves a nice clam. And in the wild, they'd fly up and drop that clam on a flat rock. He'd bust open, they'd fly down there and eat him. Well, the pier to a seagull appears to be a great big flat rock, but it's got sailors walking around on top of it. And I got hit in the head one night with a fucking clam. It took all my military bearing not to unload on that son of a bitch.
I never heard something like that before. But although I've heard that animals will do that, I think birds will drop like crows will drop pecans and stuff like that, nuts, or they'll peck
Crows are
right.
smart.
Yeah, I've seen blue jays. They'll sit on a branch and peck at a pecan and open it up.
I've seen crows put like walnuts, which they can't. They have no way to get into otherwise. They put them in the road, and they wait for a car to come by and roll over it.
Damn, that is smart.
Yeah. And in Texas, where you got grackles.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen the grackles sit at the intersection and they wait for the red light, then they walk out and they pick all the bugs out of everybody's radiator?
Oh yeah, they'll do that at a shopping mart at Kroger's or something like that. Yeah, they'll just sit there and wait, and they'll get all the dried bugs. I've seen that all the
Yeah,
time, all the time.
that's pretty damn smart.
It is. They don't even have to do any work, and you get your radiator grill cleaned.
Symbiotic. I've also seen the grackles if some person pisses them off, like they run in there and honk their horn and all the grackles are standing around. That person's car, when they come back out of HEB, is going to be absolutely covered in bird shit.
I've never seen that, but I don't doubt it.
I know because I was that guy.
Yeah, you were that guy, huh? Payback's a bitch.
Yeah.
I know the local Walmart has those real high ceilings, and there's birds that live in there 24 hours a day. They have nests in the top up where the steel is. The steel meets the roofing on the inside. I guess they'll fly around and get get grapes and stuff. I don't know, but they get in there somehow and live in there. What highway you on? I'm trying to read the sign, but it's my screen is too blurry.
I'm on 29. I'll take 29 all the way to St. Joseph, Missouri, where the place I'm picking up from is.
I'm gonna look that up on the map. I have trouble with this sound card, so if I just drop out, it won't be because I'm rude. It's because my computer is old. Every once in a while, it'll start making a weird sound. I have to reboot the whole system to get back on.
Uh, that sucks.
Yeah, well, Joe, Missouri.
St. Joseph.
Get a map here. What is that noise I hear? Sounds like you hit the rumble sticks on the side of the road or something. Do you hear that?
Yeah, that is an alert. Tells me that I need to pay attention to my lane.
Aha.
What's up, Abe?
How are you? Are you going through St. Joseph, Missouri?
I'm going to it.
Ah, been there a few times. I was one of the last places I worked as a traveling mechanic with the railroad before I came back to the diesel shop. Spent several weeks in St. Joe, right off of the interstate. Probably you're going northbound, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah, right there where you get to the be the first entrance into St. Joe. Well, from your point, probably be about the second or third, but where all the hotels are up on the left hand side, that's where I stayed for weeks. Is that
All right.
Smurf in here too?
Yep.
Hey, Smurf, how are you?
No, I'm doing good. Who am I talking to?
Mouth
Mouth
agape, Abe.
Who? One at a time. Who? Brandon and who? Is this Yeetus?
Mouth agape, Abe.
Oh, Ape. How are you doing, Ape? I don't. I
Um,
don't. Yeah, I don't see your avatar up on the screen, so I didn't know who it was. Welcome. How are you today, Ape?
oh, I'm doing pretty good. I've been sick for about a week and a half, but I'm getting over it, so I'm doing all right.
Well, that sucks. What are you sick of? Or sick from?
Well, it turned into it was an upper respiratory infection, and then 3 days in, I lost my sense of taste and smell. So I'll let you
COVID?
think of that. And
No.
I used non-traditional means and got rid of it, or I should say, non frowned upon by the medical establishment.
I understand.
So now I'm just coughing, but I don't have a fever anymore, and I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I was 4 days ago.
Oh,
And you don't
there's
have
your avatars
worms.
up there now.
Yeah, and I don't have worms. I was talking to my uncle about that particular stuff, and he goes, "Well, they have it in apple flavor." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And I said, I think it's more like asshole flavor." And he busted up laughing. I wanted to give you some credit, but I took it all, Brandon.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I'll just call you Emperor then.
Ooh. Oh, you're a dirty bastard.
Did you hear about that guy that took the dog medication and got rid of his cancer?
No, I hadn't heard
I
that.
hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, I saw an article on it a couple of days ago. I'm trying to search it right now. Yeah, he had like pancreatic cancer and and a couple other kinds. And the doctor told him to just go ahead and take care of business and go on home. There was nothing they could do about it. And then another doctor contacted him who was a veterinarian and said, well, a last ditch effort, why don't you try taking this medication? And it cleared it up. I'm trying to find it right now on the internet.
That pancreatic cancer is one of the hardest ones. That's the one that'll get you almost above any of them.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, it's real hard to survive.
I think they say it has like a 90% fatality rate.
Something like that. If that much. I mean, if that little, I mean.
Yeah. I have found there are very few really good places to eat in St. Joseph, Missouri, Brandon.
I can believe that.
It's not known for its culinary delights, and where the hotel is, we're off the highway right there. It was 8 miles to our work site, so you had to go all the way to the Missouri River because the tracks run right next to the river.
Yep.
So it was 8 miles to there, so you couldn't just hop in your truck when you got done and go get something to eat if you'd already got back to the hotel. Where are you headed now?
St. Joseph.
Oh, you are going to St. Joe?
Yep.
To pick up or drop?
Pick up.
Then where are you going?
Then I'm going down to Laredo.
Damn, more Chihuahua smuggling?
Yeah, profitable.
No shit.
Yeah, lots of big money in Chihuahuas.
Especially if they're chopped up and mixed up with avocados and salad mix.
I don't know about that. This last load that I brought up here to Kansas City, they use them as blood sacrifices for the Chiefs' football chances. They hired 1,000 voodoo witches, and each one of them sacrificed a Chihuahua.
Oh. And they still might lose.
That's awful.
Yep. Well, voodoo is strange stuff. If you don't get it just right, it don't work.
Yeah, it could be hoodoo, voodoo, what you do.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
So the freezing rain didn't stick around, just wet, huh?
Well, it stuck for a few hours, just enough to cause a shitload of accidents, and then it got to be 41 degrees this afternoon.
Oh, no shit. Wow.
Yeah. So it's a sloppy, yucky mess out there.
Well, at least it's not frozen still.
Yeah.
It's 27 here, and it was cold and snow blowing this morning.
Sounds like my first wife's heart.
Cold and blowing?
Yeah.
Bitter, black, and cold.
I actually, and a lot of people don't believe me, but I don't care. I know what I saw. North side of St. Joe. You know where where the Chiefs have their practice facility right there on the east side of the highway? Okay, about 10 miles north of that, still on the highway, coming to St. Joe from Kansas City. Or coming from the north to St. Joe, going south. I was going along, and I looked over and I thought, my God, that's the biggest coyote I've ever seen dead on the side of the road. And he was right up against the Jersey barrier. And as I slowed down a little bit and I looked at him as I went by and I saw its head. It wasn't a coyote. It was a fucking wolf, a dead wolf on the highway. And I thought, no, there's no way. There's no way. There's no wolves in Missouri. So I got to, I can't even remember where the hell I was. I think I was going to St. Joe. Anyways, I got stopped. I got on the phone and I started doing some research. I just typed into the old Googles, are there any wolves in Missouri, or have there been any wolves spotted in Missouri? And I came up on a bunch of articles that said yes, there have been a couple that had been killed, and it was near the St. Joe area, been hit by vehicles. So I knew I wasn't going crazy, because I thought that is an enormous dog, but it was kind of the color, it had the markings similar to a coyote. It didn't look like it wasn't a German Shepherd or anything like that. But when I went by and I saw the head and his jaw, his mouth was open, and I could see the jaw and the teeth and the size of its head. I was like, that's a wolf. And sure shit, it was. Never heard a damn thing about it on the news or anything.
That's an odd occurrence, I would
The
imagine.
wolves have that.
They say they come out of they wander out down from Minnesota.
Yep,
Where they
it follows the fucking. I heard that they come out of Yellowstone and they follow the fucking rivers.
I would believe that.
Well, and there are quite a few that are up in Minnesota and Michigan too. So, and that's a hell of a lot closer than Yellowstone to St. Joe. So I would imagine it would, it didn't. I didn't see it kind of in a tracking collar or anything like that. And of course, you were going at pretty much highway speed, but I got about a 3-second glance at him from start to finish. But I knew it was a wolf.
Oh, okay, do you have a second? Can we back up here? I found that article about the dog medication that cured the guy cancer. Do you see the link that I put in the chat? Brandon, you're busy,
Yeah.
but Abe, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, apparently a guy by the name of Joe Tippins of Oklahoma was diagnosed with late-stage small cell lung cancer in 2016, and it spread throughout his whole body. I don't know where I came up with pancreatic cancer. I'd probably had a few beers, but I know I saw this article, and he's been cancer-free for 2 years now. And he wasn't the only one. A veteran, he was told to go home. Doctor told him, they gave him no chance to live, go home, take care of all his business, and just wait to die, I guess. But then a veterinarian suggested he try something unconventional, and it was a drug for dogs. The medication is called fenbendazole or something like that. It's an anti-worm compound used to treat hookworms. Anyway,
Yeah.
do you see did you click on the link? Did you see it?
I didn't. If I click on the link, it knocks me right out of the
Okay.
chat. So I'm on my phone here. I can't do anything but just talk to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, go ahead with your wolf story. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen a bunch of foxes. I swear I saw a chupacabra once. I thought it was a dog, but then it was weird looking, man. I mean, it was like it didn't have any hair on it and a weird looking face. And I think it's what they called a chupacabra. I saw it over in the Clear Lake, NASA area, way off in the woods.
I've seen some coyotes that had mange so bad that their skin is black.
Yeah, well, that's what this looked like too.
Yeah, their skin is a darker colored, and this thing had a rat tail and half his ass was bare because he had mange so bad, and boy, it looked like a rough customer. It looked like a hyena that got drugged through a keyhole backwards.
Well, the fucking salt truck there, the salt truck went off the road. They're having to tow him out.
Uh-oh.
So this road hasn't been assaulted yet.
I've seen a dead red fox on the side of the road, and they're not common to the United States. They were brought over from England for fox hunting. But
I've seen them here in town, in my town, running around.
Red foxes, the red ones?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I've seen reds way more than I've ever seen a gray.
I've seen plenty of browns and grays, but I've only seen one red one, and it was dead on the side of the road. And then I saw something I saw
Go ahead.
something that looked like a badger that was on the side of the road, and I didn't have time to stop and really look at it, but I swear it was a badger. Had the markings, and it looked like it. But anyway,
What?
that's
We got
never seen
those
a
up
wolf.
here too. I saw one a couple weeks ago. It was the biggest badger I've ever seen in person, running across the top of a snowbank and jumped right out onto the road in front of me, and then just started running down the road because he didn't want to run through the snow anymore.
Where are you at, Abe? Where are you
I'm
located?
in western Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it then.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
with you
got
on that.
badgers and we've got foxes, coyotes. Occasionally, we'll get a moose that wanders in.
Oh, that's the girls.
Well, some of them are as big as a moose, but no, they come in from they follow the North Platte River out of Wyoming, and they'll like the young bulls that'll get kicked out looking for a new territory. We had 3 or 4 moose that were hanging out at a lake that's about 45 miles from me. Every once in a while, elk will
Moose.
wander down from the.
Moose.
There's a mountain
I
ridge
like a
north of us.
moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose.
Like
I've
the
had
moose.
many women. My life has been loose, but I've
Had
never had anything quite like a
anything
moose.
quite like a
But I am
moose.
all horny and in need of a lay. I go to the closet and I gets me some hay. I go to the window and spread it around because
And
moose always comes when there's hay on the ground. Shut up,
on the ground.
because it's moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many women. My life has been loose, but I've never had anything quite like a moose. All right, go ahead, Shades.
I was just singing along with you, or trying
Oh,
to. Sorry, I was keeping time with what I was hearing. I probably was lagged a little bit, and I was messing you up. I'm sorry about that.
yes.
Did they play that song at your high school graduation, Brandon?
Oh, no, they played it at my wedding.
Which one? Your first one or your last one?
The first one. No, they didn't actually play that at my wedding. That's a Boy Scout song.
I'd never heard that one before. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I've never heard it either.
Yeah, they taught us that one in the SCA when I was a little younger.
So, do you know what you're going to be taking from St. Joe to Laredo?
Oh, probably some processed meat product stuff. I don't know.
Some type of cheese type food?
I really don't know. I do know that they're gonna fucking charge me $45 to wash my trailer for me, which is fine with me because if I was to go do it myself, it would be $50.
Ah. Well, and you just expense it out too, don't you? Or do you put it on your corporate card?
Yeah,
Do you have a corporate card?
I do.
Yeah. Well, you got to have a nice looking trailer when you're rolling across the country. When you're smuggling chihuahuas, you want a nice clean trailer so the federales don't get wise to you.
That's right. I always worry when I'm going through that border checkpoint that they'll start barking.
The federales or the chihuahuas?
The Chihuahuas.
You just throw a case of milk bones in the back before you get there. They'll be all right.
No, that's not what it takes at all. You have you have to put tequila out in the dog walls,
Oh.
and they go to sleep.
Hopefully it's not good quality tequila. Hopefully it's something
Oh no,
cheap like Cuervo or something. Or Pancho Villa. meet a buddy of mine. We got his aunt one time to buy us a bottle, and she goes, "What do you want?" And she was this old drunken hag, and we were like, well, were we 20, 19, 20? I said, I don't know, get us some tequila. She comes back with a pint of Pancho Villa tequila. About the most rock gut shit you can get. And so me and my buddy take a couple shots of this, and he's like, let's go grab something to eat. I said, all right. We went to this burger joint. I grabbed a couple of cheeseburgers. We were only about 4 blocks from the house he was staying at. I ate those cheeseburgers in the parking lot, and we got about a block away from that place. I said, you got to get to your grandma's quick. Luckily, there was nobody in the bathroom because it was a mad dash. That tequila burned through those 2 cheeseburgers, or I got food poisoning, one or the other. But it was awful quick.
Yep.
Not much of a tequila fan. I've gotten sick off of it once or twice, and it will really. Ugh. Megatron says it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
Yeah, baby. He always has the sexiest clothes.
So when do you have to be in Laredo?
I really don't know. I had to go take a whiz quiz this afternoon.
Did you study?
No, I didn't study.
Well, that's good. That's the only quiz in the world that if you study, you fail.
Yep. You know.
So how did they notify you? Does your company notify you?
Yep. They say you've got 2 hours to get to this clinic. If you don't get there in 2 hours, you're fired. If you refuse to take the test, you're fired. If you fail the test, you're fired.
If you look at us cockeyed, you're fired.
Yeah. One good thing I did do on this time off was I finally got my DD-214 with good discharge paperwork.
Oh.
Now I'm going to get back pay for the military bump or the veteran bump that this company gives. And my tuition for the driving school is gone. Whew,
nice.
Goes away.
So you had to wait until you could show them your discharge papers, and they would pay for it?
Yep.
Would they have just paid for it if you just maintained employment for 1 year with them? Was that the deal?
What they do is they charge you with 0 interest on a $6,000 tuition. But if you get out, they charge you that $6,000, but at 19% interest.
Yikes.
So it's like going to school with a credit card.
Right.
You fucking quit or get fired.
Hemi's in the chat.
He's so antisocial. Look at him hanging out there in the chat.
Well, I don't see the link in here anymore, so that might be why he's hanging out in the chat.
I can do that. Where'd Shathis go? And where'd Smurf go? Wow.
They've been dealt with.
Well, anyways, there's a link for Hemi. Good. I like northern Missouri. It's pretty.
I actually thought it was really nice heading from Kansas City over through Columbia and down to St. Louis. I thought that was a pretty nice drive.
Yeah.
And that was just on that high. I don't know what that highway number is.
That'd be 70.
Is that I-70? Okay. I saw my first dead armadillo on that stretch of road, not too far out of Kansas City. I didn't think armadillos were up that high. I saw several of them on that trip.
They've been migrating.
Yes, they have. Well, Hemi doesn't seem to want to talk to you. You pissed him off. Oh, never mind. I take back everything I said.
I'm here.
What's up there, Navigator Nacho Supreme?
How's it going, Agape?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing better than I was last week, so I can't complain.
Up and up.
Yep. It's a little cold and pretty nasty out right now, so I'm hunkered down.
That's great news, Brandon. The DVA is going to cover your tuition.
Yep. Well, the
Now,
Navy, anyways.
Well, here we call it Department of Veterans Affairs, but you know it's all the same. Here's the question I have though: Will they still cover it if you didn't do the full year?
Yeah.
Oh, so technically that year commitment is kind of a moot point then. Your fleet manager better be careful he doesn't piss you off.
Well, I'm still locked into them for 9 months now instead of 12. But the insurance companies won't give me a decent insurance rate until after I've gone at least 1 year. So I'm sort of stuck with them anyways.
Damn. Okay, I see.
Oh, you'd be kind of screwed trying to go somewhere else until you get that year up no matter what.
That's right.
Ah. Well, I know that you're driving for the best company in the country,
So they've got you by the proverbial short and curlies, I guess, then, do they?
Oh, he just dropped.
Oh well, he probably shouldn't answer that question anyway.
He probably shaved anyway, so he has no short and curlies.
Right. You know, if you mow the lawn, it makes the yard look bigger, or makes the house look bigger.
Fucking telemarketers.
Tell us all about it.
What'd they want to sell you this time?
I don't know. I hung up on them.
Was it an actual person or a computer?
I don't know. I hung up on them.
Oh.
I just hung up. I didn't even answer.
How'd
No
you
way,
even know
motherfucker.
How'd you know it was a telemarketer?
Because it said potential spam on my phone. It knows.
So does it interrupt your deal if you just let it ring until it quits?
Yeah, even if it rings, it fucks up my StreamYard.
So where are we at today, Brandon? It looks snowy.
We're in northern Missouri, heading towards St. Joseph.
Okay.
Then we're going to pick something up and take it down to Laredo, Texas.
Okay.
And then he's going to smuggle chihuahuas from Laredo somewhere else.
I guess your YouTube suspension is over. You naughty boy.
Did you get a hit there, Brandon?
He got a
No.
one day timeout.
I did not. Oh,
That's
you
what
two. You
Yeah,
two. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you got
But
a spanking.
Yeah. It was only for commenting. I wasn't able to comment for 24 hours.
Oh,
Apparently I said something offensive in somebody's.
you were cyberbullying.
How the hell? I've never even heard of that. I've had my comments shadow banned and just gotten rid of, but I've never gotten nailed for one that I know of.
Someone reported him.
What?
I think I said something along the lines of get a rope.
AKA go kill yourself.
No. I think it was
you.
E-Man 67.
Yeah.
Put out a thing about this lady that murdered her 3 fucking children and then tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
And the fucking newspapers are all fucking, oh, she's recovering in the hospital. Not the fucking evil bitch will be going to jail. No, they fucking have a name for that. It's postpartum depression.
Yes.
It's a mental condition. No, it's some fucking bitch going crazy and murdering her children. She's a murderess. She should have her fucking tubes tied and fucking put away for life.
At minimum.
That's a defective womb right there.
And I think I commented on your comment and I didn't get hit. Sir Yeetus is in your chat. Hello, Yeetus.
Hey, Yeet. Looky there. Maybe Yeet's coming in. Who knows? It is Sir Yeetus. Add to stream. Now, don't be scared. He might look scary, but he's okay.
Sometimes.
Hey, Yeet. Hey, Yeet.
What's going on, man?
Oh, just driving up to St. Joseph. Took a couple of days off. Got my DD-214 finally.
Oh,
It
yeah.
only took me 4 months to fucking get an official copy.
Yeah, I got great news from the Army as well. I don't have to go to World War III, at least for now.
All right. So are you past your end of obligated service?
Not yet. There's a few more months, but regardless, I'm officially permanently retired. So, drinks to that, due to medical issues, unfortunately. But I don't have to worry about going to war.
Well, congratulations.
Shit, they owe me anyway. So, I'm not surprised, right? I'm not shocked. You know, I am entitled to those benefits.
Well, you earn them with your blood, so why not?
Exactly. So
yeah. Cubine's dipping out of your comments there, Brandon. So he said, talk to you guys later. He's chopped liver. So
okay.
Goodbye, I'm chilling here. I'm chilling here before I react to the State of the Union. So I'm doing that on Yeetus News very soon.
Were you impressed with our drugged up in chief?
I only watched a snippet of what happened. There was a lot of the GOP that was booing the fuck out of Sleepy Joe.
Oh, yeah. I did not
I think
watch
it. Kind of lying a little bit.
my uncle, I talked to my uncle this morning. He goes, "Did you watch that?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "I don't know what kind of drugs they gave him, but his freaking eyebrows and his forehead didn't move at all the whole time. He didn't have any expressions."
See, that's why I'm not gonna react to the entire thing because that's like an hour and a half. But I'm gonna react to the main points that he was trying to put across. The fact that even the liberals, the known liberals that I know in my life, was not happy about that speech. So it has to be a good one.
My uncle is a very staunch Republican, and he said, "I think it's the best speech that potato head's ever done."
He
And he hates him.
Yeah, like the fact that college students are calling Sleepy Joe out. You know it's an interesting speech.
Well, they've only been screwed twice now by his promise for free education, and we're going to pay everything back.
Oh yeah, that
Just keep voting for me, and yeah, loan forgiveness. And then he gets in office and he's like, "Fuck you, suckers."
I can see him doing that too. Not gonna lie, like you fucking stupid asses. I'm still
Come on, man.
Where's my ice cream?
Even Corn Pop didn't believe that one. Come on, man.
That Corn Pop was a bad dude.
My channel might get blacklisted because I'm about to go in because I heard something that he was doubling down on sending our tax money to Ukraine. Like, what's it called? Over 100 billion now.
Yeah.
So I might get blacklisted from Susan.
Gone with John did an interesting live this morning. He talked about that. I can't remember the guy's name. That reporter that just put that deal out that accuses the CIA of bombing that Nord Stream 1 and 2, the pipelines over in the Baltic Sea.
Yeah.
And I watched the actual the report that guy had made, the write-up that he did. I read it, and then I can't find the damn thing on the internet anymore. Very interesting. It was talking about how Joe Tato Head and everybody was all involved in it, and he's the one that said, "Yeah, let's do it." And I remember watching him on TV saying, "If Russia invades Ukraine, the Nord Stream pipeline will not exist."
Well,
he said it, and then a couple months later, it magically blows up.
Well, yeah, Sleepy Joe himself on national news said that he was going to do it.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of his handlers were like, "Shit."
Right, because he didn't say it once; he said it twice.
Well, and his one of his undersecretaries, this woman, she said it too.
Exactly, and didn't the third party, was it Poland or I forgot which country it was, pretty much proved Russia's innocence?
Well,
investigation.
According to this guy's report, all the people that were involved in it were Navy divers out of this deep water diving facility that's in Florida, and they're Navy, retired Navy or current Navy, but they weren't special operations people, so then it wouldn't have to be reported to Congress in the hush back rooms that were pulling some kind of a sneaky Pete mission on somebody. And then they according to this report, they had help from the Norwegian Navy.
See,
so Norway and Norway is selling Norwegian natural gas to Germany.
but
so they were real happy.
I'm just saying that's a big thing. It's common sense, but let's put it in military terms, right? Because I'm sure, I don't know who else is a veteran, but I know me and Brandon are veterans. It doesn't make no fucking sense to disrupt the pipeline. Like the people that are blaming Russia, like, oh, they destroyed the pipeline. Why would Russia destroy their main leverage? It makes no fucking sense.
When all they have to do is just turn the valve off.
Right. Why would they purposely just like create billions upon billions of dollars worth of damage? Even if it was a false flag, it makes no sense.
Well, this report was all based on America destroying Germany's economy because Germany was very dependent on that natural gas for its industry and for the public to heat their homes, and because everything runs off of natural gas over there, I guess. And so that was the whole deal, was how MGTOW purposely sabotaged Germany and basically is trying to run Germany's economy into the ground by cutting off their gas supply.
Well, I don't think he's probably trying to fuck up Germany. I believe he doesn't give a fuck about Germany. But from a, if you want to, like, if your shadow enemy, because it's not an open war, is dependent upon revenues.
Yeah.
So you're saying is Germany is pretty much collateral damage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Tim Elgato's in your chat. Hello, Tim.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna actually speak my mind. I want you to keep your channel, Brandon. I'm just saying that.
No, this is a free speech zone. Say what you want.
Okay.
Free speech zone. Say what you want.
I'm not saying that Russia is innocent by any means, but I see 100% on why Russia decided to invade Ukraine. Okay, they always love to say that Russia just out of nowhere just wants to attack Ukraine for no reason. Oh, evil bad man. No, there's multiple reasons on why Russia wanted to attack Ukraine. Okay, but main reason is NATO was getting way too close for Russia's well-being, because let's say that
take a map out. Look how far it is from Estonia and Latvia to Moscow. And then look how far it is from the border of Kiev to Moscow.
Yeah,
NATO is already way closer than the border of Ukraine.
Exactly. And let's say that Ukraine decided to join NATO, and NATO decided to put missiles on the eastern border of Ukraine. Moscow has no time to react if they decide to, attack the capital city. They have no time to react. None.
But they could plant missiles in all the other NATO countries and still hit Moscow. You know what I mean?
Yes. But what I'm saying is, if Ukraine did join NATO and then NATO decides to use Ukraine's borders as a leverage to Moscow's and Putin knows this. Moscow has no chance. Russia has no chance. None. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to hit them first before they hit me. But that's one of many reasons on why Russia decided to attack. But of course, America, they're not the greatest when it comes to education, right? They don't like to do their own research and try to figure out, I wonder why Russia decided to do what they did. Nope. Thanks to social media, right? It's easy to influence the masses. So the psyop that the government is trying to play right now, it's working. It's working very well, because they don't give a fuck on why Russia attacked or not. Russia's the devil. Russia's evil. Putin should die.
Well, Putin has become Hitler and Trump has become Hitler. Everybody's becoming Hitler for some reason.
if you how you say, if you believe that obesity is bad, you're Hitler, pretty much.
Yeah. You're a fat Nazi.
Right.
What'd you say, Brandon?
I said that's right. You're a fat Nazi.
Like it's so crazy, and on top of that, the the issue between Russia and Ukraine has been going on for the last 8 years. This just wasn't something that just spontaneously came out of nowhere. They've been fighting on the eastern front of Ukraine, you know. And of course, they want to pay Ukraine as some delicate little angels that do no wrong. Like, no, hell no. They've been going after the Donbass region. I forgot another region, but they've definitely been doing some horrible things to people in those areas. And let's not forget about the bad man with the mustache supporters over there. I forgot the
About 750 guys in the Azov battalion.
Okay, I was about to say I forgot the name of the battalion, but yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Elgato says it's also because the U.S. wants to sell oil to the EU and it's more expensive than Russian oil.
See, that's where I call out the hypocrisy, because I guarantee you, even right now, but I can't prove it. But when the war initially started, and the U.S. was throwing shit ton of sanctions at Russia, the United States was still buying oil from Russia to fuel the war. Like, you get the crazy shit. Like, how are you going to demonize the country that you're literally buying the oil from to fuel? Both of you guys are making money, making profit off of this. How are you going to give your enemy the resources to continue the war?
And look what the first thing that the president did when he was in office. The very first thing he did is shut down the Keystone Pipeline and stopped millions of barrels of oil from being produced in the United States, or moving through the United
Most
States.
of the Keystone is to bring oil from the Canada down to the refineries in Houston.
So they didn't want to have Canada selling oil to Europe. I just don't understand why he did that. And we could be completely energy self-sufficient. We don't need Saudi Arabia. They hate us anyways. They love our money, but they hate us.
No. The oil Mongols wants to make maximum profit. That's why. If there's not enough, like, it's a supply and demand, you know, that they're able to increase or maximize the prices of the gas prices, right? Which what they did last year, where it got well over $11 in California, which was insane. $11 per gallon.
Yeah, I just paid $4.03 this morning for non-ethanol, and that's about 70 cents a gallon more than the ethanol crap.
Exactly. During the bad how you say, the bad bug of 2020, right? I was on the western coast of the US. Gas was still under $3. $2.70 something, $2.80 something per gallon. I was on the West Coast. Look at the gas prices today, Chad. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, there's still. I think California is probably still $6.
Motherfucker!
It's
The wrong end of the plant.
He shut the gate on your ass.
Damn, he's like, Brandon ain't getting nowhere. Damn, not gonna lie, this just makes me feel nostalgic being on, like, you know, the military bases. Nothing but
Except
gates.
there isn't a guy with a M16 pointing at you.
Show me your ID. Where's your ID?
I gotta go in and go the other side of the plant now. Same as that guy ahead of me.
Oh, so you gotta go through an obstacle course.
Well, they don't have it fucking marked out on the road. It's not till you get down here to the gate.
God, this brings me bad vibes of the motor pool. It's bad memories. I'm sorry. The motor pool.
Well, wave at this guy as he goes by. He's in the same boat you are.
Yeah, they got this asshole out here laughing at him.
Hey, Brandon, did it happen to you where
I know, around.
did it happen to you where you weren't qualified to drive any vehicles, yet they gave you the license anyway in the military?
I
Like, you didn't
didn't.
know how to drive for shit, but like, hey, here's all the licenses.
I didn't drive anything. I
Oh
was
shit!
a backseater in an EA6B.
Damn, that's what happened to me, man. I had like they literally, hey, hey, I can't drive anything. I'm not qualified. I don't have a military license. And then my platoon leader was like, too easy. Come meet me at my office at the end of the day. And then bam, he got me qualified for everything. I'm like, I didn't even take the classes. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny. They had me qualify on the M14 and the Model 1911, and then the only weapon I was ever issued when I was in was a fucking 12 gauge.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, I had to shoot the what was the grenade launcher again? I forgot what it was called. Was it the MK11?
M79, like the 79
so.
or the 249, or not? What is that? You talking the belt
big-ass
fed?
barrel. Yeah, belt fed, yes.
I can't remember the name of it. Damn it, it escapes me.
It had a big ass barrel. It was heavy as fuck. God damn. I remember having to take it to the armory.
40 millimeter. Oh, look at that guy. He's pulling in too.
Yeah, but he's in the right spot. He's taking moo-moos in to go die.
Yo, this is a
you're
shit
going
show.
to you're going to pick up moo-moos that have already been on that trip.
Right.
But Brandon got that patience because he's been through this, I'm sure, plenty of times. And just to
a lot of different plants are like this where they don't fucking mark the gates, but they only, for hygienic reasons, they don't allow live cattle to intermix with outgoing freight.
so
It wouldn't cost them much to buy some spray paint and spray paint maybe an arrow and say deliveries here on this road.
I have a question. Because I've seen a few videos, trucking videos. Do you guys some good shit in your truck, such as a burner or a little mini fridge, all that stuff?
I got a fridge. I got a hot pot.
Okay, just making sure. I'm sure you got some type of bed in there as well, or unless you just sleep in.
I got a bed.
Okay.
They've got a fold down bunk in case they have company or
Which
for the
makes me-
team driving.
It makes me wonder, like, how crazy truck driving was like years ago when they probably didn't have any beds or any mini fridges and all that stuff.
Well, they've had trucks with sleepers for decades and decades.
Oh, so it's been there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
At least since World War II. I know that much.
yeah.
But
All
mini
the
fridges and
trucks
stuff?
you see that have the big cabs on them, Yetis, are going to most likely have a sleeper in them. The ones they call day cabs that don't have any extension behind it, you just can see the back of the cab and like the window. Those are just like short runs where they just run from one city to another and then back. They're not going across country with those.
Okay, but I'm sure decades ago they didn't have all the nice little tech that the truckers have today.
Yeah, they've gotten nicer.
Yeah,
But
Apparently,
go ahead.
according to my uncle who has one of them bull hauler trucks,
what kind of truck is that? What the fuck?
well, it's a truck that carries cattle to a slaughterhouse. He's a rancher. My uncle's a rancher, right?
Yeah.
And the best thing he says has happened to trucks ever was the invention of fucking air ride suspensions.
What's that?
Yeah, it didn't beat you up so bad.
What is that?
Well, it's they're basically these really fucking big fat balloons that the suspension of the truck is on.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
show you underneath one time if if you're ever on the stream when I'm doing an inspection.
And that's like before and after you drive, pretty much, like at beginning of the day and at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right, I'll definitely make time to hop on because I am curious. I'm curious about that.
It means your cab isn't solid mounted to the frame, so it has some cushion, so you don't feel every bump in the road doesn't go right up your spine. And air ride seats are something too. I don't know if they have those in the military, but air ride seats use a compressor and they'll pump air into a bladder, and it'll keep your seat from bottoming out and compressing your spine up to your neck. And
so, how do you feel about the sharp decrease of truck drivers that's going to be coming on this year? This year is going to be a very sharp drop, and that's very alarming, according to our political leaders.
I think that's bullshit because, well, they've been predicting the bottom to fall out of the driver market for a long time, and it hadn't happened. There is a steady decline in the number of people driving. There's also a bunch of people who are getting into it for new. I heard that right now we're about 10,000 drivers short.
That's a decent amount. I don't think it's not anything crazy, but it's something noticeable.
But with that, you also, with the lack of drivers, you get higher wages.
That is true.
That's what I'm counting on.
Yeah. Was that
what you guys ought to be Oh, that's a chick. Woo. What you ought to be scared about is her, for starters. But second, they're trying to shove through these automated trucks.
Oh yeah, was it Tesla?
Yeah,
it's not just Tesla. There's a bunch of people fucking with it, and they're not successful yet.
When they can only go 4 hours.
It's not possible, in my opinion. You can't do automatic trucking. No, drones, sure, but to carry a lot of inventory on the road without any type of accidents or something, it's going to be decades before there's any type of success.
Yeah, I'm 150 miles from the closest city that has 50,000 people or more. I'm 150 miles away from. Everything goes through truck, by truck.
You think these automatic trucks is going to drive through like blizzards and shit and not get to an accident?
485-59899.
These automatic trucks aren't going to be the electric powered trucks if they can't go more than 4 hours, and then it takes them how many hours to recharge? It's going to slow everything down so much you wouldn't be able to get anything done.
Agreed. That's why, in my opinion, I don't see automatic trucks being a thing in my lifetime. I'm still a youngin', but I still don't see it actually working out successfully.
Well, this green agenda bullshit. It's all pipe dreams anyways, but they'll do something to screw something up. But then when everybody's starving or they can't get anything moved and you got freight rotting in trucks because they got nobody to get it out there, then they'll go, oh, well, we need to hire more truckers.
But by then it's going to be a Big issue. I do believe
I'll
that.
be right back.
Okay.
This guy in front of him tried to lock his door twice now, and he took off. If he takes off with that door and lets it swing, it's going to break those hinges, or it's going to sideswipe somebody as they come by.
Yeah, close the goddamn door. Well, what are you doing, bro?
He did. He tried one time, and I think he thought he got it latched because they just have a little hasp on them. There he comes back. Okay. He's like, damn it, this door won't shut.
Shit. You already know, if you're in the military, you better make it work. You better do something. I don't care.
Yeah, because that truck right there would have come by and hit him.
And that would be a lot of money you're going to have to, or your employer will have to spend because you're being an idiot. Is he tying or what is he doing?
There's just a little chain with a hasp on it.
Right.
On the end of it, and he just puts it on there. I don't know. Maybe his chain's broken. He's running a rope through it or something, or a piece of wire. Because it sure seems like it's giving him problems. He should be able to swing that door, reach over, and it's just a little pull button, like a dog leash. Just when you hook a dog leash onto something on a dog collar, it's just a little clasp. So maybe it's broken. And now he's trying to get it so it won't swing and open and hit somebody.
He's trying to tie the doors down so it won't be swinging. I think that's what he's doing.
James Von Maxwell says, got a call the other day about electric lot trucks for moving shit around in the warehouses. They're making them right now in Kansas City.
Warehouse? Sure. Going cross country? That's decades.
Yeah. Well, I could see them running forklifts and electric trucks inside of a facility. I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to pick up something in Florida and drive it to Washington State 4 hours at a time, and then it takes 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 hours to recharge. It's not financially, it's not going to be able to do it. And I don't think we're there yet.
That's another thing. Who's going to be charging these trucks? So the companies are going to have to fork out even more money to have people manually charge these trucks at these stations.
Yeah. Nothing's for free. That's for sure.
If I was, big old billionaire Elon Musk, that doesn't sound financially sound. Like it's throwing a lot of money away, in my opinion.
Watch out, Brandon. There's an orange buffalo in front of you.
Oh shit. Looks like meat is back on the menu, boys. Hey, tie down your door.
His door just let loose.
What are you doing?
That door's gonna swing out and smack somebody.
God damn. I'm sorry. I would have been sprinting to that fucking door. But this is civilian life. I can't be doing all that anymore. But you stupid fuck. Why are you driving? I do miss yelling. Not gonna lie.
He knew it was fucked up, and he fucking didn't fix it right. And I don't get people sometimes.
Like
I figured he was tying it with a piece of wire or something.
That's what I thought, but
it doesn't take much. I mean, a little piece of baling wire, baling wire.
Hell, worst comes to worst, use your shoe laces. Worst comes to worst.
Well, he should have he should have some type of cordage in that truck, or even a bungee cord. He could have ran it through the part on the door, ran it through there, ran it a couple of times, squeezed it tight, and run it through the deal, and he would have had it closed with a bungee cord.
Right, because I would much rather look like a fucking idiot and then to cost my company or my paycheck thousands of dollars.
Well,
If
yeah,
that
because
door hits
Brandon
another
had to take his trailer in and have some guys repair it because they damaged the door on his trailer, and it's a lot of work and a lot of money to fix that big heavy door and the latching mechanism.
The truck itself is owned by you, Brandon, or is it owned by the company?
It's owned by
the company.
yeah.
So is it depending on if you work for a company or if you're an independent contractor or something like
If
that?
something happens, they fix it. He doesn't. It's no. If you caused a wreck or something, he probably lose his job if he did something stupid. But no, if somebody else breaks something on his truck or damages it, they're responsible for it, and then his company will have to go after them. It's just like insurance.
All right, I see what you're saying. I was thinking about private companies, my bad. Where, because I had somebody that I knew, like literally in the military, that owned a trucking business. It wasn't big, right? It was only like, he only had like 8 trucks, 7 trucks, but he was making decent money.
That's still a lot of money invested.
Yeah, he said it was well over $300,000 he invested. And he's doing a phenomenal job to this day. Last time I checked.
A new semi is what, over 200 grand just for the semi, just for the truck. Let's see if his door comes swinging open again.
Yeah, he had to have gotten some deal for the trucks, or he just never mentioned how much the trucks truly cost, or he's still paying them off. Who knows?
Well, even like new ones, you can spend $150,000 on a used semi. You can spend 150 grand pretty easy, and that's one that has hundreds of thousands of miles on it.
Hundreds of thousands of miles.
Millions of miles, if you will.
As the owner, last I heard, you'll definitely make a lot of you'll make that money back more quickly if you're successful. So
yeah, but that right now at $4 to $5 a gallon for diesel, Brandon makes more money using the corporate card to fill that tank instead of the 300 gallons instead of his wallet.
that is true, right? You got me there.
You get loaded up, Brandon. You should tell that guy that's driving for that company in front of you to learn how to attach his door.
He also needs to learn how to fucking back.
You sound frustrated, Brandon.
No, I'm not frustrated. He was like giving me the stink eye. He's doing this fucking stupid ass fucking 45.
You need to learn how to fucking park.
James Bond Maxwell's in your chat, and Rusty Rivers is in your chat.
Hey, what's going on, Rusty Rivers? It's your boy, Sirius. I'm going to be doing a reaction to the State of the Union in like 1 hour. So that's going to be pretty hilarious.
Well, you should have a lot of material with the Joe in chief that we have running this country, so-called.
Yeah, it's going to be a doozy, and I'm pretty sure that my other channel is going to be shadow banned after this one. But somebody has to react to it. I don't see nobody else in the manosphere talking about it, and I truly believe that this is still important when it comes to male issues because it directly affects us, not the women, us. So I'm definitely going to cover it today.
Yeah. I know everything affects my wallet when I'm paying the taxes.
See, that's why I hate the shit when what's it called? When the people that are at a net negative when it comes to paying their taxes has the same voting power as you, have the same voice as you, that pisses me off.
Yeah, I had a brother and sister-in-law that had 8 kids, and they didn't pay squat in income taxes. and 1 year they got $10,000 back.
10
And
fucking grand.
Yeah, because of 8 kids, 10 grand back. And I was married, and so there was me, the ex-wife, and the stepdaughter, and we paid in. Let's see, I paid in probably between state and federal. I paid in probably 13,000. The ex-wife paid probably 6, so you're probably looking at her 5,000, 6,000. So you're looking at about $18,000 in taxes, and we get 4 grand back. And we made $125,000 that year between the two of us. And then they made $30,000 that year and got 10 grand back and didn't pay any taxes.
That is very annoying. The people that don't know how to use a condom get $6,000 more than you.
Yeah, and I made 4 times as much.
Yeah. So you, in my opinion, bust your ass way more than this family that don't even know what a condom is. Yeah, they get rewarded with your money.
Yeah, the more paychecks you have come squirting out of her, the better. And they make let's see, the heck was it? $1,400 a month in EBT for food stamps. Yeah.
I still we need to severely restrict welfare or get rid of it altogether. I'm a big fan of doing one of those two. We need to get rid of welfare, get rid of it altogether, or severely restrict it.
Well, yeah, this guy was Brandon and I have talked about him. He's an ordained minister also, but he you know, his daddy was a minister and he's a minister, man of God, and he's the first one with his hand out to take something from somebody. He's a total scumbag. Very lazy, very, very lazy. I'm not even in that family anymore, so I'm happy for that.
That's why I'm not a fan of the average liberal in general, because that's all they expect is handouts.
Oh yeah, when I met my wife, they only had 4 kids. They had 4 more. I think I know they have 8. The other sister has 7, and her husband. So there's like 15. And then the stepdaughter, there was like 16 grandkids right there.
God damn, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they bred like rabbits.
See, knowing that they'll be rewarded for it. If there was no welfare whatsoever, they wouldn't be having all those goddamn kids at all.
Well, the other one is out of the military, but he's got his exact same job as a civilian contractor, and they grow huge gardens. They have pigs, they have chickens. They're very self-sufficient when it comes to food, and they don't eat junk. She will not allow. She don't have potato chips and stuff in the house. You know, when the holidays are around, she might have something like that for everybody else that comes in, and their kids get a potato chip. It's like candy to them. And I'll give her credit. These were the only kids I ever seen that would run by and grab vegetables out of a bowl sitting on a table and eat them as a snack. Like bell peppers, like peppers and radishes. You know, you don't see kids run up, grab a radish and start chewing on a radish. It just doesn't happen very much anymore. So I'll give them credit for that sister and she's got her stuff pretty squared away. I mean, very frugal with money. I don't know if they're on any type of an assistance, but I know that he gets extra from the military because of the size of the family. You know, it used to be like when he was active duty, after so many kids, you make a little bit more. You get more of a house. Was it a housing allowance? I think is what it was called, or something like that.
BAH, yeah, basic housing, basic allowance, whatever, basic housing allowance.
Yeah, yeah. So they I don't know. I don't think they're on any welfare. But the other one, on the other hand, if he can keep a job, uh, I know that they get lots of handouts from Big Daddy government.
Well, hell, it got to the point where it's like, you know what? If these bums are taking advantage of the system, I'm not mad if somebody that's a hard worker smart enough to take advantage of this system as well. I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, you know what? If they can, but like if they can live off the government, hey, you might as well take a chunk of change as well for yourself, because I'm sure you'll be doing something useful with that money anyway.
Well, I
But
talked to my mom about this when I was growing up. My mom and dad got divorced in 74. I was 2 years old, and my mom was going to college, trying to get. She was going to a community college and working full time, and so she went and got on welfare. And she said she was on welfare for 1 month. And I said, "Well, how much was it?" And she said it was like $124 is what she got. Well, she made $116 working. So it was only like $8 more to not work. And she said, screw that. It was so much of a hassle going downtown, going and filling out all the paperwork and doing this and doing that. And she says, we were on welfare for 1 month of your life. And I was like, well, I appreciate that.
yeah,
So
so
she just continued
welfare,
working and went to college.
welfare back in 1973 is around $530 today. Damn.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said it wasn't much money. She wasn't working like 8 hours a day she was working at a pizza place. But back then, minimum wage was like $1.75 or something like that. So she wasn't making a ton of money, but it was only like $6 or $8 difference between working and and being on welfare. And she says, no, I'd rather work.
Well, if
But
it's
my
just
mom's
between
also
you and
pushing.
her,
She was pushing 70 years old, so that means she's from an older school. Look at that handsome devil standing in front of that truck. The Great Pumpkin.
oh shit.
Hey, Frost, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm gonna have to prepare dinner right now. I'm gonna be making the marinade for this chicken. So I'm gonna be heading out right now. So
All right, Edis, we'll talk to you later. Good talking to you again.
oh, no problem, man. Just want to stop by, say hello, see what's going on.
All right, take care.
All right, peace out.
Hopefully this guy rolling up next to Brandon doesn't sideswipe him. Of course, he's wearing that bright orange shirt. Probably all right. Get to go home in 30 minutes, huh, Frost? So it looks like
Yeah, that is a nice truck, Ape. Well, Ape, you're back.
Yeah, I fat fingered myself right out of the stream.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens. I got
Yeetus
to
was
go into
leaving.
the ship.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeetus was leaving and saying goodbye, and I was checking the comments in the chat, and I hit the back button or something, and as soon as I hit it, I was like, oh no, 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 click. I was like, shit.
Oh, well.
You got
Got
to go do
Frost
what?
in here.
Oh yeah, he's flipping off broads that look like Big Bird at his work. He said.
Excellent. They need to have lower self-esteem than they have. Well, I got to go in and talk to the shipper. I'll be back.
Okay. What's up, old Rusty Rivers? Hey, Frost, if they ask you if they can ask you a stupid question, just say there are no stupid questions, just stupid people asking questions. They won't come back again. Oh, you did get a raise? Maybe you shouldn't ask him that then. Now, Frost, you need to go around all the women you work with and brag that you got a raise and that men make more money than women do. Tim, you're lucky. Most of the females that I work with, I've worked with for over 20 years. There are a few that is quite a bit less than that, but I try to keep them at more than an arm's length. Well, you know what happened if Ginger Hamster was at your work, Frost. That redhead wouldn't be safe. Frost, you just ask her if she needs a shoulder to cry on. Red Ranger's little meme on that was pretty good. Tim, that's great. That's the best practice, Tim. You're the boss. You can hire who you want. I work in an equal opportunity employment facility where some people are more equal than others. It's almost like there's a checklist of all the things that they need, all the different types of people that they need to hire to fulfill their checklist. I hear you there, Tim. I agree. Seems like anytime there's females involved, there's always some kind of drama going on. And it might not be the guys that are involved with it, but they'll get sucked into it. I try to stay far away from it. Rusty, did you get any of this cold weather coming down your way again, or did you get spared? Tim, does Denmark have friendly business practices when it comes to like taxes and everything, or is it very high? Is it harder to make a business go there because of taxes and regulations? Oh, Frost has got a cougar chasing him at work. She might be a toothless panther. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Netherlands, not Denmark. I apologize. So it's trash specifically for small businesses. So they'd hammer the small businessman, and it sounds like about like everybody else. My apologies. I forgot that it was Netherlands. Highest tax bracket, 52%. Oh, holy shit. Well, Canada's not too far behind. They're pretty high in their taxes too. Damn, 52%. Tim, are you native from Netherlands or are you from somewhere else? Yeah, I saw that. California's trying to make you pay income tax or something for like 2 years after you leave. And they're wondering why you can't rent a U-Haul truck in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Tim Elgato was saying that the highest tax bracket for small businesses and stuff over there in the Netherlands is 52%.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah.
It's almost like they've got a socialist government.
Yeah. And you pay 21% on everything you buy. There's a 21% sales tax. Holy shit. Wow, that makes like a $10,000 motorcycle a lot more. Anything you buy that much, holy smokes. Wow. All right, Brandon, fill us in. What's the scoop? You're hauling dead
Well,
beef products?
I will be hauling frozen dead beef, but it's not, they don't have my trailer ready yet. So here I sit.
There once was a Brandon from Nantucket.
Whose dick was so long he could suck it. To save himself trouble, he'd put it in double. No, that's a different poem.
What up?
That's a young man from Trent whose dick was so long that it bent. To save himself trouble, he put it in double, and instead of coming, he went. The young man from Nantucket, whose dick was so long he could suck it, he said with a grin if he wiped off his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I'd fuck it. There we go.
I'm glad you got that figured out. You have another guest in here.
I see that. Hello,
Yeah,
Tim.
you wanted to talk about the Netherlands, so why not?
Yes. So, Tim,
Yeah.
why did you choose a cat as your
It's
mascot?
a really long story, but I used to own a cat, and he was gifted to me because the owner couldn't take care of it anymore. And the cat used to be called El Gato. That was the name of the cat.
Right?
He always used to chill with me, so that's where the whole Tim El Gato thing comes from.
Well, do you know what El Gato means?
Yeah, it means cat in Spanish.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of the joke. That's kind of why this is the name I entered is called Based Cat.
I always kind of wondered that. It's like, his name is Tim Elgato and he lives in the Netherlands.
Yeah, like I said, that's where the whole joke comes from. Because that cat won't leave me alone. It's just it was always chilling with me, always just hanging out and stuff. So, and when I was
It sounds like a good cat.
or on my PC or doing anything, it was always next to me, like my dogs.
Yeah, and it got along with the dogs, huh?
Yeah, dogs didn't mind it.
I had a really good cat before I got married the first time, and that cat hated my first wife. I should have listened to the cat. He was fucking right.
Bro, animals are always right when it comes to people. I have a rule of thumb. If my dogs hate you, I hate you too. That's my rule.
Yeah.
They can be a very good judge of character, that's for sure.
When I'm walking the streets, and I had two of them, sadly one of them died because of old age. But they would basically just scan people. They're like big, mean old dogs. But at least they look that way. They're quite nice to me. But and then all of a sudden they saw someone and they went like, oh. You hear the dog go like that to the guy. And I was like, okay, I want nothing to do with you. So yeah, my dogs are excellent judge of character.
I was talking to my uncle earlier today, and he has a hound dog. What the heck is she? Tennessee Walker mix, and she's about 8 or 10 months old now, and he takes her for a walk up on their property, and she cut a bobcat track the other day and wanted to go hunt that bobcat down, and what took off at a dead run, baying, wanting to tree that cat. Well, he got her back, and got her under control. He says the other night other day we're walking around, and she cut a mountain lion track, and off she went.
Yeah.
That one lone hound dog, she was going to go tree whatever that made that track.
Yeah, me myself, I can say this. I've said it before. I had two Rottweilers, and those dogs are absolutely insane. They're not scared of anything. They're basically they know they're the biggest out there.
Oh yeah, there's elk, moose, and deer and bear where my uncle lives, and she's not afraid of anything. She'll get on a trail, and that nose hits the ground, and she's at a dead run trying to run whatever it is up a tree. She wants to run it up a tree and sit there and bark at it.
Yeah,
she's still a little young.
I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, but like I said, I just hate animal suffering, man. So when someone's got a spare animal and no home, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, okay, man, just leave it with me and I'll take care of it. By the way, I see a question in the chat. Rusty Mike is doing fine. Mike is having his exams this year, so he's pretty preoccupied with school and graduation and stuff like that.
I had a Doberman when I was a kid. We had a couple different Dobermans for us. They were good dogs. They're not really good cold weather dogs. So if you're somewhere where it's real cold, they don't like that. But man, they were good dogs. Fiercely loyal and very protective.
But Mr. Moudigate, to answer your question, yeah, we're getting fucked heavily over here, man, in the Netherlands.
Boy, it sounds like it. The taxes, that 52% tax rate is astronomical.
Let me drop some fucking truth bombs and some red pills in here, because this is a construction that's going on this day still, and it also, especially big corporations in the USA abuse this situation. So I'll talk a little bit about how this works. Basically, we have the Port of Rotterdam, which is basically a huge industrial port, and our tax system is set up kind of weird. If you have corporate headquarters, like let's take a random business. Don't say any names because of I don't want to get slandered, but this is basically how it works. But they say that their headquarters is over here, but they're selling the product over in the USA. So the Dutch government basically says, okay, because you sell your product over there, you're supposed to pay taxes over there. And then the USA government says, no, your main office is over in the Netherlands, so you should pay your taxes over in the Netherlands. At the end of the road, like nobody pays taxes. That's the whole part. So all the big corporations do this, and they basically get away with making a lot of money. And we got like 20 or 30 buildings where like all kinds of big corporations are basically having their headquarters, and there's no one there. There's like one receptionist girl sitting there, and it's just empty. It's just for getting out of the taxes.
Jeez. And then the little guy or the small business owner is the one that they're the ones making up for everything.
Bingo. Of all those big corporations who pay the taxes, we didn't have to pay 21% over everything we fucking buy here.
That is, I can't believe that that's your sales tax is 21%. That is
21%. Only medicine is 6%, but your normal sales tax, if you buy something in the shop, it's 21%.
My sales tax in my state is 7%, 7 cents on a dollar.
Also, we got, and this is really amazing. This is something that our fucking government thought of. When you buy a brand new car, you have to pay some kind of environmental tax. So besides paying your normal taxes, again the 21%, you also have to pay another extra 10% because you're buying a brand new vehicle. It's basically taxes over taxes. So we're unique in the world with that. We're the only country that has tax over tax.
Wow.
It's fucking it's awful over here. And it's all to basically eradicate the middle and the small businesses. They want big businesses, and they want basically dumb worker people that can work there.
And they're trying to get rid of all your farms too, it looks like.
Yeah, but the farmers ain't taking shit, man. They're still fighting back.
That's good.
I'm in an area with a bunch of farms over here, and it's full of signs where it basically says that the government can go fuck themselves. It's only the one thing is they're trying to silence it in the media, just not reporting it, so the problem isn't there.
Yeah, it was there for a while. I remember seeing the all the tractors and everybody was protesting over there, and then that story just dried up and went away. Yeah,
it's still here. We have the inverted flags and shit, and I'm from a pretty based family, so we basically saw that whole thing go down, and I was talking to my parents, and my parents was like, yeah, we should do that as well. So I switched my parents' flag, and I've switched out the flag at my house. So that was basically the sign of the resistance, the inverted flag.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in trouble. Your country's in trouble. Yep.
Oh,
hey, Outlaw's in here. We're just saying hey to him. MGTOW Outlaw.
What up? But it's a shit show over here, man. It's really socialist, and we have a really weird government that does a bunch of dumb stuff just to make money for themselves, basically.
Well, you had said that you were wanting to get out of there. Where are you looking to expat to?
To be honest, man, I don't know quite yet. I have a family member. I won't specifically say who it is, but he is really sick.
Yeah.
So I want to see what happens with that as well. That's also one of the reasons why I said I don't want to make my own content yet. I want to see what happens with him first.
Mm.
And last year has not been good. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, I was born into the shit show. So yeah, what do you do about it?
Well, I think one of these days we're going to find out what everybody does. Everybody's either going to lay down or the pitchforks and torches are coming out.
I think it's a really selective group of people who's gonna do that. I think the rest of the NPCs won't move a finger because they're way too comfortable. They're either fat, comfortable, or they're fucking just have normalcy bias.
I agree with you 100%, my friend.
Why do you think they're fucking drugging so many people?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not just the drug, and what do you think about all the food they're messing with?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, if you look at the old pictures, like people from the 80s and people from the 70s, even if you get a music clip from that area, you know how rare it is to see someone in there that's overweight. Just look outside now. Like when I'm walking around outside, I just see hippo after hippo. It's so rare nowadays to see someone who's somewhat in shape.
Well, they show the pictures from the 70s of the beaches in California and Florida. And they show all these people walking around, and everybody was in shape. You know, like
As
from
it
the
should be.
60s and 70s. And then then they show the pictures now. And I'm not I'm the last person that should be. I'm not going to say anything about people's weight. You know that I'm fat. I'm overweight, but I can lose weight, and I have done it before. But
at least you know it. I mean,
you look. Yeah, I'm not. There's no.
You're honest about
that body positivity and any weight's gorgeous bullshit. I'm fat. I need to lose weight. But
that's
yeah,
the most
pictures of the
important
people
thing.
at the beach now are. Oof.
What you're saying is the most important thing. At least you should realize, like, hey, I could lose a few pounds, man. If you have that realization, then it's fine. But you have the people who are mesmerized with fucking body positivity and all that bullshit. There's nothing positive about being overweight or being morbidly overweight. It causes all kinds of health problems.
Well, these people, especially the younger generation, they look at Lizzo and they look at all these fat fucks, and that's their heroes. And well, they can be fat and they're millionaires, and she gets all these men. I can be fat too. Okay, good luck with it.
I know.
Coming from a fat guy that used to chase after women. You weren't that successful when you're a fatter guy. You had to be funny as hell.
I gotta be honest, man. I never messed with a fat chick. Never. I think that's so. I don't like it. I want my girls to be in shape as well, man. I mean, I'm in shape. I want her to be in shape as well.
You can't have those kind of standards anymore, sir.
Oh, my standards are way extreme. If I mean, even when I was still blue pill, I would go for the no hymen, no diamond. I would only mess with virgins. I would not touch. When a girl said like, "Oh, I had like sex with 20 guys," no, hell no. I would not mess with that, even in my blue pill days.
Oh, so you were a cherry wrecker. You were ruining it for everybody else, huh?
No. I was looking for my wife, but the problem was I couldn't find one who stayed loyal. I mean, I was looking for a wife, like a ride or die, like to the end.
Yeah, those are rare, hard to find now.
Yeah, they don't want to be wives anymore.
That was painfully obvious, man.
First sign of trouble, if you're in trouble, you lose your job, you get hurt, you're going to be out of work for a while, they're out of here.
I had one of my, let's say, ex-girlfriends. Let's keep that word. I was in it to the end, or she left me eventually. But she started getting attention from some other dude who she thought was higher than me, and I was like, okay, if you want to go chill with him, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna let myself get used or. And she was like, nah. My girlfriend told me this, and my girlfriend told me that. And she had one of them feminist girlfriends. So I was like, yeah, if just tell me if you don't want me, I'll go do something else, or I could look for someone else. But I don't want to waste my time.
Well, there's a couple of guys that I work with that were married, had families, married for over 20 years, several kids, and their wives were heavy. They were heavy. And then they went and got that lap band surgery on their stomach, and they lost a bunch of weight. And then miraculously, after they lost all this weight, they filed for divorce and went out on the the cock carousel.
That's basically what happened to me. She wasn't overweight, but she had knee problems, so she couldn't stand for long. She was walking around with crutches, and she got the operation and got her knees fixed. And basically, after the operation, she was gone.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't look at a chick in a wheelchair or with crutches.
Yep. As soon as they get a little bit of attention from somebody else, it's all of a sudden here comes the monkey branch. It's coming by. That you better reach out and grab it.
I always been like that, man. I always had a pretty solid standard of what I want. And I don't see no point in wasting my time with broken goods. And
I'm just done with them altogether. I've been through 2 marriages and I'm done. I'm 50 years old, almost 51. I've got almost everything paid off. I'm good.
I came to that realization when I was like 21, 22. I was like, fuck it, this ain't worth it. There's not out there what I want. There's just this bullshit out there. And I tried a couple of times. I was like, fuck it, I'm going monk mode. It's done.
Yeah.
And I've been monk ever since 22 years old.
Dang.
It's not worth it, man. I mean, what's out there?
A lot of financial jeopardy. That's all I see. That's all I see is financial jeopardy. I did what you made.
I did everything right, and like I said, it was ride or die for me. I never did a pump and dump. That's not my style, man. I'm in it for the long run, and they don't want to be housewives. They all want to be boss bitches. They all want to be bull-weared feminists or some other shit. At least they don't want to invest in a family. That's not what I want.
No.
Nope. The only way they will submit to anybody is for a paycheck.
And they'll still be sneaking out behind your back.
I always had solid money, but for some reason they always thought like they always wanted to work for some reason. They didn't want to be taken care of. I always thought that was the weirdest thing, but after I became a red pill and after I started realizing what the fuck's going on, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. They all want the option to monkey branch to the highest possible person, and they all want to sleep around.
That is true.
But anyhow, it's quite interesting here in the Netherlands with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Guess you can just do the best you can do for now, and in the future, you're just gonna have to see what options are going to be available to you.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. I'm just keeping my head down, grinding, working on my body, and stacking cash. Basically, that's basically what I'm doing. I got quite a bit of cash behind me, no debt, so I'm doing okay.
That's fantastic, man.
I mean, I'm in my mid-30s now, so if I keep this up, that will be some early retirement for me.
Boy, I wish I was in that situation in my mid-30s. That would have been awesome. I've got about 9 years to go, and I can retire with full benefits from the railroad and pretty decent retirement. I've got a 401. Hopefully that doesn't go drop in the shitter here soon. The last one at 08, I didn't lose any money in the last crash because I was low risk. So basically I just stayed where I was. I really didn't lose anything, but I knew guys that lost a couple $100,000 in their 401k retirement in 2008. So then they get it all built back up, and now it's ready to fall again, the crash. Hopefully it doesn't crash that bad. So I have a little extra cash in the 401 because I'd like to buy some land with that.
Hey, we got a Iridium Kush in the chat. What up?
Hey, Kush, what's going on?
Yo, Kush.
Hey, Singletown's in here. Hey, there's
Yeah.
the Denmark.
I would love to be able to buy some land, but if you hear the land prices over here, they're fucking absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of land in the Netherlands, so I would imagine it's very expensive.
An average house over here at the moment is $500,000. That's an average house.
Wow. Wow. My mom just bought a house. She's getting ready to move into it here. She just retired this couple months ago, and she's 60. She'll be 69 years old this year, and she just purchased a house for $75,000. We're about 20 miles from where I live. So yeah, it's not a big house. It's on a big lot. It's got a 2-car garage, a covered carport. It's a single-story house, 2-bedroom. It's not real big, but it's $75,000. And she's putting enough money down on it now that I think she's only going to have to finance probably $30,000, $40,000.
That's amazing, man. Those are some prices, man. That's excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this today when I walked past the guy who sells the houses. He has like you can look at them in the window. They're like all the bills, the plaques in there, and they tell things about what's going on, where the house is at, how much land is there, and stuff. I legit saw this some old ass crappy house from the 1920s, 100 square feet. They wanted 1.4 million for that.
How many square feet?
100 square feet for the entire house.
Wow.
Like
you're looking at San Francisco prices, New York City prices.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid here. It's fucking insane. That's actually what a $500,000 average house price comes from.
Wow. Singletown Bachelor says he bought some land. He just got his land bought, and he's going to go off grid. Good. And Kush says that he just got done training some operators at the customers he's at, and we should all be scared because he's never seen such a lack of aptitude ever.
Oh my freaking God. I'm telling you guys, I just got back to the hotel. I'm telling you. How long are you streaming for, Brandon?
I've got 8 hours to go after I pick up the load, but God only knows how long it'll take to get the load.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna walk over you then, because I'm gonna stream about this tonight.
Oh yeah, never mind. Don't worry about that.
No, I was just curious. If you were gonna end it in an hour or something, then I would have started after you. But if you're going a full 8 hours driving, then I'll just stream anyway. So
everybody go over to Kush when he starts streaming.
Hey, if you want to, or you could stay here. I don't really care.
So are they all like 40-year-olds that you were trying to train?
No, 30-year-old millennials. These millennials, it's unfreaking believable. They think they know everything. You can't.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell them anything. And it's this woman who organized the whole thing, so they won't listen to her. So, and it's the whole men talk on different wavelengths. I'm the only one who can even communicate with these guys, and even then they won't listen to me. And they're operating the equipment. We were just kept running it with water, and we're testing just the functionality of the equipment. That these guys open a big ass valve when they're not supposed to, spill water all over the floor. Normally you're running like solvents through here, like gasoline type solvent to this thing. And I'm like, if you had opened that valve with solvent in it, you understood you could have blown this place sky high, right?
They just look at you. Huh?
They're just like, duh. I'm telling you, man, I got more gray hairs in my head right now, just in one day.
And do you have to go back tomorrow and do it again?
Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm going back in for some more. So no, I got to train them on the rest of the equipment, and as a result of what I'm seeing, I'm telling them I have to come back down here again. They weren't even ready for me. They didn't even have the test material ready to test with. They just ran water. And so, basically I'm like, well, then what the fuck did you summon me here down here for? You wasted my time and you've wasted yours. And it's just like, I don't understand it. I mean, I've never seen it like this before.
Hey, brothers, real quick, I'm gonna jump off, go back into comments.
All right.
Oh, back
All
in-
right.
Who is Based Cat, by the way? Is that Tim Elgato?
That's
Yes,
Tim
that's me.
Elgato.
I
that's
figured
me.
Cat, the Elgato. So
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke.
okay. All right.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a stream probably tomorrow night about living a virtuous life. Would you like to be on the panel?
Depends on what time it is, man. The problem I have, I'm in the Netherlands. It's like 11:15 at night here. I have the time
Okay.
difference.
What
So
time did you
when-
say, Brandon?
When do you turn into a pumpkin? What time do you go to bed? Midnight?
Me usually 1 or 2 in the morning, something like that. I don't need that much sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. What
So
time?
it's
were you-
11 now. Right. Nah, I probably won't have you on the panel then. Because I'm going to do it at 7 my time, which would be 3 o'clock in the morning your time.
Yeah,
Where are you?
I got
Where are
I
you,
got a
Brandon?
time
Are you on
difference.
East Coast or?
Bro, I would love to hop on, but like I said, I have the dumb time difference.
Well, it was great
All
talking
right,
to you,
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Yeah, peace out, man. I'll hop back on or whatever. I see you guys. No worries. You can always ask for me to come on. No, I mean, I'm not. When I'm awake, when I'm in the chat, I'm always down.
Yeah, cool.
Hey,
Very cool.
hey, peace out.
Excellent. Later on, Tim. Bye-bye.
Later.
So, without ruining your stream, just a quick question: how many of these people were diversity type hires?
Oh, me? Oh, none of them were really.
Okay.
I wouldn't call them. Yeah. Well, they can't be diversity hires because they can't have those kind of people operating this equipment. It would just be too dangerous. It literally would be too dangerous to have those kind of people running this equipment.
Yeah.
And even these are probably the best people they could find, honestly.
Which wasn't saying much.
It ain't saying much. The problem is here in Connecticut, it's high cost of living.
Oh yeah.
It's super high cost of living, and they've driven out all the good people who want to. They've driven out the good people.
Hey, Brandon, are you eating out of a bag of jerky? Yeah.
Well, yes, I am.
I did a road trip stream last night too, myself on the cell phone. So did that for the first time last night.
Oh yeah, I watched you. You ate your
Yeah, I
Mexican
thought it.
dinner, and then you were like, "I'm going to go smoke this joint."
Smoke a joint, man. Yeah, I said that in Spanish too. They were laughing their asses off in that restaurant. No, actually, I had a good time doing that stream. So, but yeah, I'll probably do something later tonight, a little bit later, because I definitely need to. I definitely need to partake after today. I need it because, like I said, that's among some of the worst I've seen.
You know, Kush, I was kind of disappointed in you last night. I was expecting that you you to say in Spanish, I'll be coming all down your back now, you hear?
I actually thought about saying that to him in Spanish.
Oh,
It
man, that
actually
would have been
crossed
great.
my mind. It actually crossed my mind, but I want to save that for an English-speaking restaurant because I will because I'm going to be traveling a bunch more, so I'll definitely get the opportunity to do that.
Hey, SCE's in the chat. Hello,
SCE
SCE.
is here. Yes, indeed. Indeed. But I'm going to hop off here, you guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hello, drop a like, and safe travels, Brandon. And good talking to you, Ape, and Tim Elgato. And hello to everybody in the chat. But I'm going to clean up and get some dinner.
I'll be
All
looking
right.
for your stream then, Kush. I'd like to see what you're going to say.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Brandon, I'm going to be jumping off too here. I keep having to mute the mic. I'm coughing up a storm, so I got to get something to drink and rest these beautiful vocal cords.
Oh, I understand. You know, you don't want to ruin perfection.
Yeah, it's not perfection, but it's close to.
Yep.
All
Well,
right,
look at
man.
that. See that tanker in front of me?
Yeah.
It's from Kraft.
It's
What do you
dirty as
think?
shit.
Yeah. What do you think Kraft sells to the meat packing industry?
I don't know. Maybe it's coming to pick up beef tallow to make some kind of cheese processed food type stuffs.
Ah, it's coming for the pink slime. That's right.
Oh, that trailer looks like it's seen better days. That thing's nasty looking.
Yes, it is. And it stinks.
You can smell it?
Yeah.
I don't know what's in it. It's coming from Kraft to make a delivery, huh?
I don't know. They made them weigh.
Well, they might
Now
be.
Now they're
He
just
might
sitting
be.
there.
Yeah, he might be empty, and they're going to weigh him on the way out too. I don't know. Go over there and just lick the side of the tanker and let us know. Run over there real quick.
Okay, sure thing.
It's from Kraft. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's full of Velveeta.
You know, it could be.
Hey, SCE Brandon is in St. Joseph, Missouri. All right, Brandon, I'll check back in with you later, bud. I got
Later, Abe. Hope you're feeling better soon.
I'm feeling better than I was a few days ago. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Bye-bye. It's going to get real boring sitting around here, folks, y'all. We're just going to sit here till it's time to pick up our load. Load, we're not supposed to pick up until 8 o'clock, and it's only 4 o'clock here. So get comfortable. Oh, did I have my flu shot? No, I did not. You know why I didn't have a flu shot, Singletown? Because I was thinking they might be putting some other kind of stuff in there. Later on, Tim. Have a nice one. Thanks for showing up. Oh, Mouth Agape Ape had the old COVID AIDS. And he took some of that medicine that's not meant for people. that it made him better. Allegedly. Who could this be?
Hey, I
Add
just
to the
wanted
stream. The
to.
ape is back.
You were talking about flu shots and everything, and I can't remember where I saw it, but there was a doctor talking about how they've, the company that sponsors every television program now,
Yeah.
how they have developed it so that they could mix that injection with a flu injection.
My goodness,
So
what will they think of next?
yeah, what do you bet they start dosing people without their permission, just thinking they're getting the flu shot?
It was just a mix-up.
Uh-huh. So I just thought I'd say that. I didn't know if you were going to see it in the chat because I was typing furiously.
Yeah.
And then I thought I'll just jump back in. So
Well, if anybody feels like doing a little bit of research, check out how the King of Thailand is taking the fact that his daughter, the heir to the throne, went into a coma over a month ago and has been in that coma and is still in that coma.
And she's rather young, or is she a younger person?
She's 44.
Okay. And did they make it mandatory that or is she a vax cheerleader?
You'll have to read that yourself.
Oh, okay. Damn homework. Well, you just have fun eating your jerky then. I'm out of here.
I will. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And SCE, it transfers from mothers to their babies in the milk. Isn't that nice? So that means they could dose the cows. Probably give everybody a little bit of the Pfizer juice that way, too. That's a pleasant thought, isn't it? I'm wondering if I should just wrap up the stream now and then come back on later once I get my my load. You know, you'd think so, SCE. You'd think that they would. And everybody that says no is in the take. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the stream up and then start the stream up again after I get my load. I'll probably be driving all night. My hands will be wet on the wheel. So remember, no marriage, no cohabitation, and no children. Don't listen to Rusty. He says no unwanted children. No children. Because even if you want it, they can still fuck you. The minute that fucking sperm leaves your dick, you have no control over the situation. She can either murder your baby or make you an indentured servant for the next 18 years, 18 to 21 years, depending on where you live. So, no marriage, no cohabitation, no kids. Y'all have a great one now. I'll see you later on this evening. Peace out.